Hey guys, Cronus Falls here, and today I'm doing an account rework for Gerah. He has asked me to come in here, and there's a couple things we're going to be doing today. First and foremost, he's looking for me to go into his gear, and he didn't seem as interested in a main artifact cleanse so much as he was interested in me going through his jewelry and helping him find out exactly what he should keep, what he should get rid of. So we are going to go ahead and do that for him today. And then he was very interested in the clan boss. So currently he is hitting Ultra Nightmare. Not sure if he's done a key yet today. Let's see. Does not look like it. Basically he's looking to create a new clan boss team. So what he was doing, he could not quite get to a spot where he could 3-key the Ultra Nightmare clan boss. But he saw this stuff about unkillable teams, and he does have 2 man-eaters here. They are booked, so as you can see here, he's got the cooldown here, he's got the cooldown here. So we're going to go ahead and go for a 2 man-eater comp, and so we will dive into that a little bit after we do the gear. And then finally, as you all probably know, we do have the dragon tournament going on that is all rares. So we are going to check that out as well. He said that with whatever we have left over after we work on the clan boss, he just wants me to take a look and see if we can get him a good team going on the dragon. So let's go ahead and get into it then. First off, we're going to go through the jewelry. So basically there's a few things to know here when I go through jewelry, and I have made a video about this before, but basically when I look at a ring, this one's attack with attack percent, it's 6-star. So if I'm finding an attack percent, or an attack ring rather, I needed to have attack percent or both defense percent and HP percent in order for me to keep it. Like if this only had defense percent and then flat defense, or flat defense and flat HP, definitely wouldn't be keeping it. Attack is definitely the worst stat out of the 3 to have on a ring, but obviously there are champions that use it, so you don't want to get rid of all of them. But you're going to be a little bit more picky when looking at attack rings. So something like this, again, it is attack with attack percent. If we have too many of those though, like if we have several of these that are attack with attack percent, then we're going to start calling them out. So here we go, defense, 6-star with bad substats. Now this is 6-star defense, so we may end up keeping it, but again, if we have better stuff like this, that's better. Let's see. That's definitely going to go because this just has attack percent as a substat, and we do have other defense percent rings that are better. Let me see here. Any more defense coming up? We have defense here as well. Again, 2 flat stats, attack percent. So he's not that lucky with rings, it looks like. But like all of these can go 5-star with attack percent. We have 6 stars that are better. Attack with flat stat, HP with attack percent. We don't want any of that, so all of those rings are going to go. This ring is probably going to stay for the moment. This one I think can go. And we don't want to get rid of too many of them. This one can go. I'm going to let this one stay. Actually, I'll let this one stay because it has a slightly higher attack percent roll. Attack with HP percent, not going to keep. This one can stay. We've got attack percent and defense percent. Attack with HP is going to go. Attack with defense is going to go. That can stay. HP with HP percent and attack percent. That's pretty good. So that'll definitely stay. That's going to stay for now. HP with defense percent and attack percent can definitely stay. So the order as far as worst to best for rings go, attack is going to be your worst. It's the least useful as far as champions you're going to put it on. Then HP, because you typically want to prioritize defense for most things unless you're looking to build HP for a dungeon specifically, or if it is an HP champion. Like this one right here, HP percent and attack, definitely keeping. And then defense is obviously the best. Defense is the best stat in the game. Defense-based champions are very strong. They are great for clan boss. You want to build up your defense as high as possible for clan boss, and it helps a ton in dungeons as well. So these are going to be the best. So we're going to go ahead and keep this one for now, just because we don't have that many defense rings to work with. And it is a 6-star. So that's going to be it for rings as far as the Ogren tribes go. Now let's go ahead and take a look down here at amulets. So attack amulets you never want to keep. There's 0% chance you're going to use it if you have crit damage. Well, I take that back. You could technically want an attack amulet for a bomb champion. So let me go ahead and sell these rings off real quick. And let me check his champion pool. I don't think he has any bomb champions though. Does Yannicka do bombs? I don't think so. No bombs. Alright, so yeah, we do have a War Mother. So I guess I could keep some in the whatever she is. I'm not even sure what faction skin or War Mother is. Let me see, let me pull her out of the vaults here. And we'll just see, she is part of the Ogren tribes. Alright, so we will keep a couple of attack necklaces in there for her. But again, not very much. And for the rest of the factions, we're just going to go ahead and get rid of them because we don't have any bomb champions in those factions. And it'll be plenty easy if he ever does pull like a Lord Shazar or something to just get an attack percent or an attack necklace for him. So let's go ahead and throw her back in the vault and get back to the gear here. So come in here, and we were looking at Ogren tribes there. Where is it? Here we go. So we're looking at necklaces here, and we say, okay, this one can stay. It has accuracy. It is attack, and we do have War Mother, so we will keep it for now. This one, again, attack with accuracy. Basically, we're going to keep both of these and see which one rolls better accuracy and crit damage, and whichever one is better is what we're going to keep. Bombs do not scale off of crit damage, so it's not super important on a champion like her. This one, HP with crit damage. We will probably end up keeping, like this one can definitely go. We're not going to use that on her. Defense with accuracy is very good. Crit damage with accuracy, again, very good. HP with accuracy, good. HP with crit damage, not so much. We're probably going to get rid of that one. Attack with crit damage, again, going to go. We don't have a lot of crit damage amulets, so we're going to go ahead and keep that one for now. This one, did we only have one other defense amulet? I feel like we did. Yeah, so I'm going to keep it for now, but yeah, these two aren't the best, so I'm going to get rid of this one. We'll still have two to work with. And so basically the hierarchy of necklaces is attack, again, is going to be the worst. You very rarely ever want to keep it unless you have a bomb champion that you want to use it on specifically. And then I would say HP is the second worst. It's definitely usable, it is good, but defense usually is better. And then defense and crit damage are the creme de la creme. You want those as much as possible, especially with accuracy substats. So like this one just has a terrible flat attack substat. It's uncommon, it's 4-star, we're never going to use it. This one will probably go pretty soon as well once he rolls up a little bit more. And then crit damage, again, let's see where it was one. Crit damage with accuracy, this is an amazing one. If it can double roll accuracy, that would be great. So that's kind of what you're looking for when you're going through necklaces. Let's go ahead and sell those off. And then finally, let's take a look at banners here. So we'll continue in the Ogren tribes. Alright, so banners, the hierarchy, attack is the worst, but we're definitely going to keep some. Attack banners are actually very good for some champions, like arena nukers. So we're typically going to keep them if they have good substats. This one has speed and HP percent, so we're definitely keeping it. HP with HP percent, not the best. We would hope for speed on any banner we have, but still not terrible, so we'll keep it for now. Like see here, we have HP with speed. So if we have another thing, any more HP banners, we have this one with speed as well, so this one is definitely going to go. So then we have HP with speed, we have attack without speed, so that's going to go. Accuracy can pretty much always stay until you've got a large assortment of accuracy banners to work with. This one's much better though, as it has a speed substat. So we're going to keep all the accuracy banners, we're going to keep the defense, this is a very nice one. We're going to keep this one, it has speed. This one, attack with defense percent, not going to be good enough to keep. So basically, you know, attack again is going to be the least common useful one, but we will still keep some. And then HP is probably the next as far as least useful goes. Definitely better than attack, but still not that common that we're going to use it. And then I'd say resistance is right there as well. You can use it very effectively for arena and making a high resistance arena team, but still not that common. I do tend to keep some if they're high stars and have a speed substat, but for the most part, you're not going to want to keep a lot of them. And then defense and accuracy are definitely at the top. So accuracy banners are very good for champions that place debuffs, especially in arena. You want those as much as possible on your champions like a Madame Ceres, where you're trying to get to like 400, 500 accuracy. But for Clan Boss, what I tend to do on a champion like a Frozen Banshee, something like that, is I have a pretty good Great Hall. First of all, my blue accuracy is at 10, so that helps me a lot. But I want to get the accuracy through her gear so that I can get her into a defense banner, because a defense banner is going to give something like 350 around their defense, which is a lot for a champion like her whose base defense isn't all that high. It's just around 1,000. So they're both good, they're both interchangeable, and I'd say it's probably more endgame to use defense banners than accuracy banners for Clan Boss. But it all just depends on the build. Like if you have a defense champion, you're probably going to want to use an accuracy banner and get defense percent substats instead on your main gear. So, you know, it all just depends on what you have to work with. We're going to go ahead and get rid of these now. So now that I've kind of showed how I'm going to be going through these, I'm going to just take a look at all of the factions, go through them piece by piece, and we will sell off anything that is not going to be needed. That way we have room to build up some better accessories for him, and then we will move on to champion builds after that. Okay, so we're at the end of this cleanse here. As you can see, I've got 273 to sell. We went through quite a bit, so he's going to have a lot of room to build up some more jewelry. If he follows those tips that I showed on the Ogren tribes, then he should be able to build up a good amount of the right stuff. And some of this stuff will go in the coming days as he does build it up. Because something like, you know, this is attack, it has speed, so I kept it, but it's not the best thing in the world. He'll get better stuff down the line. So anyways, 273 out, that's about 12 million silver, which is nice. So we are looking at about 40 million, almost 38 million to work with today. So let's go ahead. Oh, I saw the sparring pit needed some attention real quick. Okay, this needs some work here. Always want stuff in the sparring pit. Let's go ahead and get this one going, and we will throw this one in there as well, and that way he has the experience gaining. As far as the shop, let's grab that real quick. Okay, so now that we've kind of got stuff in order, let's go ahead and check the builds. So the man-eaters are not built at all. He just barely leveled these up to 5 and got them skilled out because he knew we were going to be doing this today. So I think he just finished it yesterday. So we will be working on those. And then we are going to be bringing Frozen Banshee in. So we do have to hit some pretty specific speed targets in order for this to work properly. So her build right now is pretty good. 3388 defense, not bad for her. 199 speed, so she's tuned for Ultra Nightmare. And 265 accuracy. So this is a pretty good build. We might have to tweak it a little bit. And then let's take a look at who else is coming in here. Skull Crusher. Skull Crusher, 179 speed, so he's actually just tuned for Nightmare Clan Boss. We are at 4300 defense, which is pretty good. 50k HP, which is interesting. I wonder how he got that high. And not very much accuracy. Good. Low crit rate. Is he an HP percent gloves or something? He is. Alright, so that's interesting. We'll probably mess with that as well. Try and get him into like crit rate or something so he throws out some more damage for us. And then, who was our last member? We've got Skull Crusher, we got Frozen Banshee, Rosin Scarhide for the decreased defense and weaken. So he's currently at 28,800 HP, about 4k attack, 187 speed. So again, tuned for Nightmare. Right on the highest edge though, and then 94% crit rate, only 87% crit damage, 228 accuracy. So he's also looking pretty good, a little slow. So I'll be messing with these builds. Like I said, there's some very specific speeds that I need to hit. I don't know them off the top of my head, but I do have a guide here that will help me get those correct as far as the exact numbers we need, and hopefully the gear permits. We do have some speed glyphs here. Let's see, upgrade. So there we go. We do have a couple to work with. Not a lot, but I think that should be enough to help us out if we need it. So I'm going to jump into these builds and let's see what we can do. Alright, so we are done with the gearing here, and we have hit the speeds that we needed to. So let's go ahead and start with this man-eater down here. I believe he's the fastest. Or no, actually this one is. So this one needed to come up to 248 speed, so we've hit that exactly, which is perfect. Should run perfectly in line now. This one needed to come to 246, so we got there. And then our next fastest was Frozen Banshee. So she had to hit 213, which we got exactly, and we did build a little bit of attack and crit rate, crit damage, just so that she can pump out as much damage as possible. I don't expect her to hit very hard, but at least we have that. Then we have our Rosin Scarhide here. We got him at 206 speed, which is what we were going for. 100% crit rate, 3400 defense, which is a little low, but we're not worried about him dying, so we went for crit rate gloves. And then 92% crit damage, which again is a little low. We could switch this out for crit damage if we wanted to, but then we'd lose a bunch of defense, so, you know, it could go either way. And then our Skull Crusher here, we got him to 205 speed, which is what we were shooting for. 3710 defense, which is not bad at all. 91% crit rate, 103 crit damage. So we are looking pretty solid. I think that should do it. Let's go ahead though. Check out our sparring pit. Yeah, we want all of these to be the same level ideally, but that's just not what's going to happen right now. So come in here, we're going to go on Ultra Nightmare. Hit battle. Let's switch this out. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and just look at the turn order real quick so I'll know exactly what I need to do as we start the fight, and then we will get into it. Alright, so I think I've got it all figured out here. Shouldn't matter who's in the leader position, although if she doesn't work out here, then I will switch Rosin in. As far as I can tell though, should be fine with her in there. So one thing I noticed is it has gone Spirit Affinity, which might mess this whole thing up. I'm going to go ahead and do the setup, but Clan Boss always seems to go the worst possible affinity for anything I'm trying, so bear with me here. But let's go ahead and get into it here. We got to make sure it's not on auto as we start. It is not. Perfect. Alright, so we're going to come in here and we need to do Siphon and Siphon with the two man-eaters. So Siphon, Siphon, and then we can just do whatever we want with the others. So we will get our poison sensitivity up with Frozen Banshee. We are going to go ahead and try and get our decreased defense and weaken up with Rosin, which we do. And then we will go counterattack with our Skull Crusher here. So there we go, first hit. Okay, so actually I don't think it's going to matter. I think as long as we don't get that speed debuff on before we get the block debuffs, we should be okay. Alright, so now we're going to go Unkillable with our Man-Eater, and then we go A1 with our other Man-Eater. Perfect, now we can do whatever we want here, so get some poison going. Just go A1 with Rosin, A1 with Skull Crusher, and then we need to go A1 with Man-Eater, and then we get our counterattacks going. Perfect. Now we go A1 here, and then again we just do whatever we want here. Don't do any sort of turn meter boost, so we just go A1. We're going to go A1 with Rosin, and then we need to go A1 here, and then he should come back right before the clan boss and let us get our Unkillable back up. There we go. And now we should be able to completely do this on auto. Let's see how it runs here. Seems to be doing alright. Cool, so I think all of that is going to work fine. I should have checked masteries. If there's any sort of turn meter manipulation in the masteries, that could mess it up as well. So we will have to see, but everyone seems to be running okay. He was doing a counterattack setup before, so probably not. But I'm going to go ahead and let this run now, and we'll come back towards the end and just see what kind of damage we do. Alright, so our Frozen Banshee did unfortunately have her masteries with some turn meter boost, so we had to go in there and re-roll those. It did end the run early, so we are going to go ahead and give it another shot here with the proper setup. So make sure auto is off. It is perfect. So we go Siphon, Siphon, and then we go... Let's see here. Sorry, I put it away for a second. We can do whatever we want with these guys, and then come in, try and get that. We do, nice. Get our counter attack up. They're going to do their thing. Alright, and then we go Unkillable on the next one. So get that up, and then we go A1. Around, get our poisons going. Go A1 on Rosin. A1 on Skull Crusher. And then A1 here, and then we should get another hit. Perfect. So our poisons are stacking up pretty well, which is nice. Now we need to go A1 here, and then A1 here, A1 here, and A1 here, A1 with our Skull Crusher, and then finally get the Unkillable there. Alright, and now it should run properly. I don't think we should have any issues here, no turn meter bumps or anything like that. So now let's see if we can actually get it to run smoothly now that we don't have any sort of turn meter manipulation going on at all in the masteries. Alright, so we are coming up towards the end here. Once we hit turn 50, that is going to be the end, and I think we are right in 3 key territory. Now this team does have a lot of potential still to move up. Neither of the Man-Eaters are 6-star, which means they don't have War Masters, so they could contribute a lot more damage to this build. It is also a Spirit Affinity, meaning that Rosin is getting resisted, or he's getting weak hits rather. So he's doing a lot less damage, and he's not getting his decreased defense and weaken up. But the cool thing about this team is as long as the speeds are right, anyone else could come in. So like if we're against a Force Affinity boss, instead of Frozen Banshee, he could bring in his Occult Brawler as long as he's at the right speed. If we're against Spirit again, we could bring in a Tyrell instead of our Rosin. Again, as long as the speed is right, that's all that really matters. So we are looking real good here. This is going to be the killing blow right here. There we go, 24.5 million. So we are looking very good. I'm very happy with that, and I'm sure he will be as well. That's exactly what he was looking for. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the rare champions he wanted me to take a look at. Alright, so we're here on his champion page again, and we have a Cold Heart, a War Maiden, a Frozen Banshee, a Kale, and a Reliquary Tender at rank 5. So Reliquary Tender being only rank 5 is not going to be the best for us. He said I could 6-star someone if I wanted to. Which would probably be her for this tournament. I'm not really sure that we want to necessarily do that though. I think he'd be better off saving his food and getting his Man-Eaters up to 6 stars so that he could pump in more damage against the clan boss and potentially start moving towards a 2-key situation if he could. But let's take a look at their builds here. So the Cold Heart is looking really good. She's got about 28k HP, which is a little low. 2500 attack, pretty standard for a Cold Heart. 1374, a little low defense, but you don't typically build Cold Heart with much defense at all. 155 speed is really low. I'd prefer to see that more like the 180 something range, but 76% crit rate, 264 crit damage, 249 accuracy. I don't want to mess with her build at all because she is on the Spider 20 team, which is running properly, so I don't want to mess that up for him. But it looks like her crit damage could probably come up as well. Yeah, another 18%. So yeah, she's looking really strong as far as hits go. Then our War Maiden here, I did steal her gloves, so we'll have to replace those for her, but she is at about 26k HP, which is really low. 3773 attack, very high. 1427 defense, low. 179 speed, slightly low, but not bad. 51% crit rate, that's fine. 107% crit damage, fine. 198 accuracy, slightly low as well, but I think her gloves had a little bit of accuracy on them. So, oh, she also doesn't have this rolled up. So basically, he just wants to see how far we can get in the dragon for this tournament. What do we want to put on her? Probably some HP percent. gloves because her base defense is super low. So let's see, what set are we missing? A life set. What does she have? A ton of attack percent gloves in here, which is unfortunate. I'm guessing you had her in crit rate gloves before. I want to put her in HP simply because she is just going to be coming in and doing our decreased defense for us. I'm not expecting her to do a ton of damage. So these would be pretty good for her actually. Let's go ahead and throw these on. And then she can keep that chest so she can do a decent amount of damage for us. So she's looking a little bit tankier there. What is her jewelry looking like? Crit damage, amulet, and attack ring. Attack ring we're definitely going to want to change to defense. Her base defense is so low, we need to make it up with these flat stats. This one looks pretty good here, so let's roll that up to 8 and hopefully get some good defense rolls on it. Alright, come on, show us defense percent. Dang. Flat HP, never good. Come on, defense percent. Last chance. Damn, okay. Let's just check the other rings real quick in case there's another one. This one also has defense percent, so we can try that out. And if we do get it, we're only going to roll it up to 12. I'm not looking to waste a bunch of silver on a rare for him. Again, we're just rolling flat HP. Hopefully on the second roll, though, we can get it. Come on, show me the percent. Alright, so we got 9% on this one, so that one's going to go on her. And we will roll it up to 12. Also, the crit damage we're going to take off in place for a defense. Hopefully with some accuracy if we have some. There we go. So let's upgrade that. We're just going to go to 12 on this one because I know I'm going to be using it. So let's roll some accuracy here. We do. Very nice. If we can double roll accuracy, that'll be great. 7, 8. There we go. Alright, so we did double roll accuracy, which is perfect. 28 accuracy is very good. So that will boost her up a little bit. We're not going to have to worry about rolling up her banner, which is nice. Unless the current amulet had a lot of accuracy on it. I don't remember. Alright, come on. Just 2 more levels here. There we go. Got a little bit of attack. Not bad. Alright, throw that on her. So now she's definitely not going to be doing as much damage as she was, but she's more like 35k HP, 1776 defense, which isn't the best in the world, but she is a good affinity for dragons, so we're not too worried about it. Still at 184 speed, 207 accuracy now, which is good for Dragon 20. Let's roll this up to 12. Alright, so we got that rolled up to 12 now, looking pretty good. We did get some attack percent, so that's going to help us do a little bit more damage. Other than that, I think her build is looking pretty good now. Yeah, 18-15 on the defense. Still 57% crit rate, 3,500 attack, so she'll do some decent damage as well. Let's go ahead and check out our Frozen Banshee. I'm not going to mess with that at all. Obviously, we want her for the Clan Boss team. So I'm not sure if she'll be coming in here. She does have really low defense. Our Kale. Do we have an Apothecary, actually? We do not. That's wild. I don't know if I've ever been on an account without an Apothecary rolled up. Do we even have one? Let's see. Let's go down to blue here. Alright, we don't. So this account does not have an Apothecary, which is unfortunate. That's... Oh, no, there it is. Okay, so we do have one. He's only level 40. I could bring him up a little bit to 50. That would really help us, I think. Or Doom Screech. Apothecary is definitely better. He did mention that I could bring Doom Screech up, but Apothecary is the one that I'm going to. So let's just go ahead and do that right now. And that'll help out a lot for these runs. See, this one's locked for some reason. Oh, he's in the sparring pit, right. Let's go ahead and pull him out. That's this guy right here. Who do we want to throw in his place? Let's just throw this guy in for now. Alright, so Apothecary, where were you? Right there. Go ahead and do that. Cool, so he is 5-star now. Let's ascend him. Not going to take a whole lot of potions, luckily, since he's just a rare. And then let's upgrade. We don't really have any brews to upgrade his level. And we do have some, so we can get him up to like a decent level here. 24. Still going to be really low. We can get him to like 25, it looks like. 26. Alright. I'm just going to use up these last two. 29. So basically, the reason I'm doing that is just because I want to get him the optimal run possible with this. Apothecary is very good at 5 stars, so he will definitely help us out there. So let's look at Kale's build real quick. He's built for damage. We definitely don't want that going into the dragon. He's in crit damage. Is he a campaign farmer? Oops. Not dungeons, campaign. Let's see. He is the campaign farmer. Interesting. Okay. Let's see here. What would happen if I threw Miscreated Monster into this spot? Let's take these out, get some actual food in there. Who should we level? Let's just go for these guys right now. Because if Miscreated Monster can do it fine, then I'm not going to feel bad about pulling Kale out of his campaign farming gear. Looks like he's going to be okay. Probably going to do it faster than Kale was, because he is just a beast. Although he's not quite built for the level of damage that would allow him to one-shot everyone. Oh, well, I guess he did there. He's not going to one-shot this Lord Shazar, though, that's for sure. So let's see here. We're not really taking any damage. It's going to be about a 30-second farm, it looks like. Slightly more. Alright, so we got it 31 seconds. Best time is 7 seconds. Interesting. I don't feel like Kale can get 7 seconds, so he must have someone else who does it. Either way, if he can, if he wants to get this Dragon Tournament done, we're gonna have to just get the Kale in there. So we're gonna have to change up his build a little bit. He is in an accuracy banner. All of this is just built for damage, which just isn't going to work for the dragon fight, especially since our Reliquary Tender isn't leveled. So I'm going to go ahead and rebuild him here, make him tankier, and then I will come back in at the end after I'm done. Alright, so Kale is rebuilt here. We've got him at about 32k HP, 2500 defense, 196 speed, a little under 2000 attack, 51% crit rate, 157 crit damage, and 226 debuff accuracy. So he'll be landing those poisons. He's tankier than he was, and he's got lifesteal on now, so he can heal himself up. Our Reliquary Tender here, we're definitely going to have to gear her, and our Apothecary, he is running very slow. He's not in speed boots. Yeah, he's flat defense, so we'll have to get him into some of those as well. So I'm going to work on their builds now, and come back in after those are done. Alright, so we got these builds done here. Again, the Apothecary not fully leveled, so these stats aren't going to be a full indicator of what he's going to be at, but about 22k HP right now, 1500 defense, 200 speed, and then 36% crit rate, so his heal's not going to crit that often. I did not roll up any of these. These were already rolled up besides the boots. Obviously, I needed to roll those up, and I just rolled these up to 12 because I didn't want to waste too much silver here. I did use a lot on Reliquary Tender, though. Got her into a shield set. So she's coming in with about 38 or 37k HP rather, and 1571 defense, which is obviously very low. He could roll up this jewelry if he wants to get it higher. 173 speed, so that is going to be it for her build. So let's see, are we taking Cold Heart in there? I don't know. I feel like probably not. But then I'd have to bring in Chevalier, and he's only rank 5 as well. Does he do... what's his kit? Attacks one enemy and does a stun, does some increased defense and a continuous heal. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to mess with him. I don't think bringing in 3 5-stars is going to work at all. Let's go ahead and get into the dungeon though. With 2 5-stars, I'm not even sure we can do 20. So let's go ahead and take all of this out, filter by rank. Let's see, Apothecary should be our leader. Reliquary's coming in there, Kale's coming in, War Maiden's coming in. So basically everyone here is based on attack, which is unfortunate, but that is what we have to work with. So let's see if we can't get it done. So I have a feeling the Cold Heart might actually be the first one to go down. They're either going to target her or Reliquary Tender, but probably her. Hopefully Reliquary Tender, with the amount of HP she's at, won't get targeted too much. Apothecary is just going down instantly though, so they're going after him. Yeah, Cold Heart. So this isn't going to work. We're not going to be able to do 20, as far as I can tell. So let's back out, and let's go to a different stage. So obviously 20 is magic, 19 is green, so that's gonna be not good for our War Maiden. Red's not good for Kale. So let's try 17. It's another magic affinity. Obviously going to be a lot lower. So with 2 5-stars, we might be able to do this one. Got our decreased defense out. The tough thing on Dragon is I feel like the blue stages are actually the hardest because it's got the Tyrell here. Our Apothecary is just taking massive damage. We do get the decreased defense cleansed, but it doesn't matter too much. We just don't have any CC in here is going to be the reason why it's going to be an issue. Even if we were able to bring Chevalier in, that stun I don't think would be enough since it's only a single target. Our Apothecary is looking real low. He does get cleansed, but not enough to heal himself, and so he is down again. Our Reliquary Tender is not going to be coming back around for a revive for a couple turns. I don't even know if she's booked, which would be an issue as well. But we are making it through. So we're on the second wave here. We do have most of our team alive. We'd be doing a lot better with Apothecary back. He comes back, but Horden immediately says sit down. So our Cold Heart's on the ropes as well. She gets cleansed, but she's going to go down here. So as long as Kale can make it to the dragon, I think we might be okay. Especially if we can get Apothecary back up so he can rotate his poisons more quickly. Our War Maiden's doing a lot here. Get a poison up on the dragon. Got a couple more, so we're not looking too bad. Reliquary is going to bring Apothecary back right at the worst time. He heals himself. Okay, so actually we're doing okay. We did get a stun on, but I think we're looking all right here. So 17 might be somewhere where we can farm. It is a little risky, it looks like, but overall I think we're doing okay. Let's see if we can get a cleanse here. We do, nice. Apothecary needs to heal. He goes for Reliquary Tender. She goes for our Cold Heart. Cold Heart's just going to go down immediately, I would imagine. If she does have a Heartseeker here, that'd be very nice, though. She does not. So she gets a little bit of a heal from Apothecary. Manages to survive, so we're actually going to do it here. So there we go. Dragon 17 is where we're going to be able to farm with this team. If he rolls up some of the gear or 6 stars, one of the champions, we can definitely go higher. These are actually some pretty decent boots, so I'm not going to sell those. But yeah, I think that is going to be it for our rare team today. So let's just go ahead and recap real quick. We went over all of the jewelry, which is what he was having an issue with as far as what to keep, what to get rid of. So we're down to 366 pieces now. That's much more manageable for him to build up his stocks of better stuff now. And then we worked on the Clan Boss team, so we managed to do almost 25 million on the Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. Let's look here. Where are we? Right here. It's 2 keys because the first one messed up because of Frozen Banshee's masteries, but it was about almost 25 million on the second key. So that's looking pretty good. Gonna look even better against a Void Affinity. And then finally, we did that rare team, which is looking like it can farm 17. So that's going to be it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to join my Discord if you're interested in account rework like this. Basically, the requirements are you need to have at least 10 million silver and a set of objectives for me to work towards. So it could be anything from dungeons, clan boss, anything like that. I'll come in, take a look, and see if we can't help move you forward. That being said, I've been Cronus Falls, and thanks for watching.